is calling 2021 CR 10997B, State of Texas versus Christopher Washington. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Marcus Sanders.
For the defense?
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Mr. Washington.
And are you Mr. Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of robbery? That's a second-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you the plea bargain page. Did you review that page with your attorney and did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea bargain agreement, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the prison. There are no applications. The state will take in consideration 2022 CR 126. Is this 7? 2. There's to be no contact with Arcel, ARSIL, HAG, HAG?
HAQ.
HAQ. All right, Brenda, I'm not the only person whose writing skills have gone awry since my A in handwriting. So did you understand that to be the plea bargain agreement?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense is at the plea bargain agreement.
Yes, Judge.
State is at the plea bargain agreement.
Yes, Judge.
Marcus, I'm sorry, I can't give you an A in handwriting. I wouldn't get anyone any A in handwriting now either. All right, let me show you what's entitled waiver appeal paragraph. Did you review that paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Judge.
Then to the offenses charged in the indictment, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State any evidence.
Yes, the state offer states Exhibit 1 and its attachments.
No objection, Judge.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statement, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. The court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
No, Judge, just follow the plea bargain.
All right, Mr. Washington, anything you wish to say?
Yes, ma'am. I was on drugs. I was shooting up meth, and since I've been incarcerated, I've been able to get out the fog, and I'm clean now, and my whole outline of life is changed. I have kids that I'm going to be able to get back in my custody once I get out, with my love of all my heart. And I'm not going to make excuses. I was wrong.
When were these children born?
I have 6 kids. So Aries and Sky, they are 11. Michelle is 8.
What are their birthdays?
Michelle's is March 3rd. I can't remember the birth dates. I'll be honest with you. I haven't had them in my custody for 5 years. My dad, they were taken from me by CPS because my drug
Because you were
habit.
not doing what you were supposed to do.
Yes, ma'am. I was being a piece of
So, and did you have any children that were born in 2007?
2007. No, 2007.
Mhm. Any children born in 2011?
No,
Because do the math, because we're in 22. So if they were born in 2011, so do you have a child who's older than 11? Or at least 11 years old?
no. I have 2 that are 11.
So somebody else is taking care of your children.
Yes.
And here's the thing, people will come before me and they say, well, I'm gonna get custody of my children back. It sounds like Child Protective Services gave custody of your children to someone else. If you don't have your life in order, and if your father is the one who has custody of your children, or their grandfather or grandmother, and you come knocking on the door trying to get your children back, what's going to end up happening is Child Protective Services is going to get involved again. I don't know if your rights are terminated or not, but before you go knocking on the doorstep trying to claim children that you have not been taken care of, you need to make sure you have your life in order. And I'm looking at this indictment. I know the state waived the enhancement paragraph, but you haven't been living a good life. It appears to me that what you've been doing is having children and someone else has been taking care of them. So I'm gonna follow your agreement, sentence you to 2 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, taking consideration 2022 CR 1262, and there's to be no contact with RCL has. Is there anything else from either side with regards to sentencing?
Just a dismissal, Judge.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing, you've got to get your life together. You have 6 children, you're not taking care of any of them. Your father is, and I'm sure your father just want to be a grandfather, don't want to be a parent, but you've made him a parent because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So here's my advice to you. If you don't currently have any children on the way, you shouldn't be trying to have more children right now until you get your life in order, because your life is chaos. How old are you?
37.
All right, you're 37. You're fast approaching the point where more of your life is going to be behind you, in front of you. And you're making it worse because you're using drugs and everything else that you're involved in based upon your tattooage. So while you're at the prison, and I don't know, you may be released from the Bragg County Jail, but while you're there, you need to internalize where your life has gone wrong. And you need to accept the fact that you haven't been a good parent to your children and that you're going to try to do better for them. And when you get out, the first place you need to go to is not knocking on your children's door where they live with your father. The first place you need to go to is some sort of rehab. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you.
May I be excused?
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's go.